Georgia Republican Senator Johnny Isakson joins us now from Capitol Hill. Senator Isakson, welcome back to Bottom Line. A pleasure to have you back on.
Great to be with you.
Sir, can anything be done at this point to avoid the sequester?
I really don't think so. In fact, as we speak, we're in between the two votes we'll have today, one for a Republican motion to proceed on their amendment, one for a Democratic motion to proceed on their amendment. I don't believe either one of them will get the necessary 60 votes, which means when midnight strikes tonight, we'll go over the cliff in terms of sequestration, and it'll start tomorrow.
Senator, are the main sticking points still taxes and entitlement reform?
Well, my personal opinion, the main sticking point is that Congress, and I'm a part of it, has been irresponsible in not dealing with budgets and not dealing with appropriations. We've created a problem we should not have created. That's the big problem. Notwithstanding that, I think sequestration will be painful enough to where after a couple weeks we'll come back together, we'll designate the cuts, but we'll allow the agencies to take the cuts on a cost-benefit basis rather than an across-the-board basis, and then Congress will get down to the business of appropriating and doing our job as we should.
Senator Isakson, what are you hearing from your constituents and from business leaders in Georgia?
Frustration. They're getting mixed signals. Some of the announcements the president has made over the last week, which were, I guess, motivated to cause people to do things that they're not exactly doing. Nobody knows what to believe. Some people think sequestration is going to be catastrophic. Others think it's not going to matter. What the truth of the matter is, sequestration will mostly be felt in communities close to a military contractor or a military installation. That'll be probably the most visible area where the cuts will take place. Some of the other draconian measures that have been proposed really aren't going to happen.
Senator, you became a member of the Finance Committee today. That means that you're going to be a big player when it comes to taxes, revenue, and entitlements. How will you use that newfound position to try to get both sides together?
Well, there is no single solution to our problem. You can't just cut spending. You can't just reform taxes. You can't just reform entitlements. All three have to be done together. And if we do that and have the courage to do that, we can get our deficit down and over time reduce our debt. But it's going to take a combination of all three, not just one.
Sir, have defense contractors in Georgia been preparing to implement cuts and furloughs?
They've been in anticipation. Senator Chambliss and I did a statewide fly-around August of last year, warning everybody of what might happen if Congress didn't get its act together. I know the military then was already making contingency plans if it went in effect. So I think those plans have been made by both the contractors and the military.
Sir, yesterday I interviewed Lanhee Chen. He was Mitt Romney's policy advisor during the presidential campaign. He said talk of impending calamity because of the sequester is much ado about nothing. Do you agree?
Somewhere in between. It's not much to do about nothing. It's much to do about something. And the something is we're having an arbitrary cut in spending because Congress is not willing to do what Congress is supposed to do, which is debate the budget, debate the appropriations bills, and vote itself. That's the real catastrophe we have.
Georgia Republican Senator Johnny Isakson joining us this afternoon from Capitol Hill. Senator Isakson, it's a pleasure to have you back on. Thanks for your time today.
Always great to be on Bloomberg.
Thank you, sir. Coming up.